4ac minus b square will give you the positive root, and when you multiply I with it, you can directly solve the problem using this formula. Use the equation x is equal to minus b plus or minus 4ac minus b square into I divided by 2a, where you have found the solution of the quadratic equation x square is equal to 1, x is equal to plus or minus 1. So this is nothing but the real number. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Here in this session, we will be studying about the quadratic equations. So that is quadratic equations of the complex number. So till here, we may studied only about the linear form of a complex number. That is, we have found the way to write, the way to express in the form of x plus iy, finding modulus, argument, writing in the polar form of a complex number. Now here, we are going to find the solution for the complex number in terms of quadratic equation. You have already learned how to find the quadratic equation using a formula method in your secondary classes. That is, you have used the formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So this formula holds good for the real numbers, but we may come across certain situations of quadratic equation. As an example, I am taking x square plus 1 is equal to 0. I'll take one more example, x square minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the case where you have found the solution of the quadratic equation. X square is equal to 1, x is equal to plus or minus 1. So this is nothing but the real number. Now look at the equation here. You have x square is equal to minus 1, x is equal to plus or minus root of minus 1. We doesn't exist any real number in the form of root of minus 1. That means we don't have any real number in terms of root of negative number. So this type of number is nothing but complex number. Here root of minus 1 I have taken already in terms of I. I is nothing but root of minus 1. So when these kind of roots exist, they are nothing but the complex roots. So it is denoted by C. So complex number is denoted by capital C. So these are the solutions of this equation, where I is the solution of the equation x square plus 1, and they are not the real roots, they are imaginary roots or the complex roots. Then how to solve these kind of equation? The same formula, whatever you have used, the same formula is used, but here we replace the term negative minus 1 within the square root as I. For example, if the solution will be like root of minus 3, then we write the solution as, if some solution we got as plus or minus root of minus 3, then we write as plus or minus 3 into I, root 3 into I. So where I is root of minus 1. So any negative root that is inside minus 3 or minus 7 by 2, anything, minus 1 is replaced by I, and the rest of the thing is written in the form of roots only. Suppose you have got a root of minus 2i, then this is nothing but root 2i. So like this we will write the solution. Here all of this are the complex roots, not the real roots. Again here also we use the same formula to calculate x is equal to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac into I divided by 2a. So here I is replaced because you will get the root as like this, minus root 3, root of minus 2. So root of minus 2 like this. So whenever you get b square minus 4ac as root of minus 2, then you should write it in the form of root 2i. Or directly you can use the formula as x is equal to minus b plus or minus 4ac minus b square I divided by 2a. So this is the formula we can use. So because 4ac minus b square will give you the positive root, and when you multiply I with it, you can directly solve the problem using this formula. Let me take an example to show you using the formula method. So let the quadratic equation be x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. What is the value of A here? 1. B is 1. C is 1. But this is purely a complex quadratic equation. So therefore, use the formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. The same formula you can use. So which is minus 1 plus or minus 1 minus 4 into a into c. 4 into 1 into 1. So you will get 4 divided by 2. So minus 1 plus or minus minus 3 divided by 2. So or you can write it as minus 1 plus or minus root 3i divided by 2. So you can either use like this or directly you can write it as x is equal to minus b plus or minus 4ac minus b square into I divided by 2a. So here minus 1 plus or minus 4ac is 4 minus 1 divided by 2 into I minus 1 plus or minus root 3i divided by 2. The same formula is written in this form as 4ac minus b square into I. Now let's solve some quadratic equation here. So we have x square plus 2 is equal to 0. So directly we can solve without using the formula. So let us shift x square is equal to minus 2. X is equal to plus or minus root of minus 2 or x is equal to plus or minus root 2 into I, because root of minus 1 can be written as I. This is the solution for the given complex quadratic equation. Next we have 2x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. So whenever these kind of equation exist, first find the discriminant, that is 4ac minus b square. Just find it, root of 4 into 2 into 1 minus 1 square, which is 8 minus 1, which is equal to 7. Now use the formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus root 4ac minus b square into I divided by 2a. So here minus 1 plus or minus root 7 I divided by 2 into 2, 4. So this is the answer. So these are the roots of the quadratic equation. Next. So the third question we have 3x square minus 4x plus 20 by 3 is equal to 0. Whenever the equation is given, just find the discriminant, root of 4ac minus b square. So now we have, so 4, a is 3, c is 20 by 3, b is minus 4 whole square, under the square root, 3 get cancels. So this is 80 minus 16. So which is nothing but root 64, which is nothing but plus or minus 8. So now use the formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of 4ac minus b square into I divided by 2a. So minus of minus 4 plus or minus, this we have got as 8I divided by 2 into a is 3. So 4 plus or minus 8I divided by 6. Now take 2 as a common factor in both numerator and denominator, which can be divided. Then your answer will be 2 plus 4I divided by 3. So this is the answer. Next we have x square plus x plus 1 by root 2 is equal to 0. So we have root 2 in the denominator. So to cancel it, I'll multiply the whole equation by root 2. So then this becomes root 2 x square plus root 2 x plus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the equation. Next we will find the discriminant, that is square root of 4ac minus b square. Now here it is square root of 4 into root 2 into c is 1 minus root 2 whole square. So here it is 4 root 2 minus 2. So take 2 as a common factor here. Then you will get it as 2 root 2 minus 1 under the square root. So next use the equation x is equal to minus b plus or minus 4ac minus b square into I divided by 2a. So it is minus of minus b is minus root 2 plus or minus root 2, and you can write this as a common factor under the square root 2 root 2 minus 1 into I divided by, again here it is 2 into root 2. You can take root 2 as a common factor, both numerator and denominator. So if you take outside, then it is minus 1 plus or minus 2 root 2 minus 1 under the square root into I whole divided by 2. So this is the solution of the given complex quadratic equation. So this is how we can find the solution of a quadratic equation using the complex roots. So this completes the chapter complex number. We'll meet you in the next session with the new chapter. Until then, keep watching, keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you.